What if all the future Paradox Pokemon were like Iron Valiant? This has been on my mind ever since people started criticising the future forms, because Iron Valiant is genuinely cool. A sick, epic cyborg combination of two Pokemon. So I've changed the future forms to take in Iron Valiant's footsteps. To start off, everyone knows Iron Hands is Hariyama, but what if it was part Machamp? Say hello to Iron Hands. Yes, the name stays the same. It is a fighting and electric type still, because the type didn't need to change. And I really like the pose I gave it. Obviously, yes, it gained 2 more hands, because Machamp. And it also got a lot more muscular, because Machamp. Next up, Iron Moth is Volcarona. But what if it was part Butterfree? Well, say hello, Iron Moth, a fire flying type. Yes, it changed. I wanted to keep the bug type and then maybe just change the other type, but bug poison would be a bit too cliche, and I feel like fire had to be attached to this. And flying type also works, since Volcarona can actually learn fly, so it all comes full circle of this ultra hyperactive Pokemon. But one that did keep the same type, like Iron Hands, is Iron Bundle. Now Delibird, instead of having an Ice Freezer Blaster, has an Octillery Blaster. And yes, whilst I did think about changing the name to something like Iron Blaster, I decided to keep the names the same for all of these, so yeah. I do think it works, though. And I know how Iron Bundle has blue energy flowing through it, but I changed it to yellow, and honestly, I really like it. Just like how I like Tyranitar. And Baxcalibur, sort of. Thing is, some of the names I wish I could change, because they don't make sense. Like Iron Thorns, for this guy, just doesn't work. Like, yes, it's Rock Dragon type, which I think makes sense. And, well, it's basically just Iron Thorns, but a bit more icy and blue and a lot more Godzilla-y. To be honest, that's basically all it is. Unlike Iron Treads, which, yes, it keeps the same type, and it now combines elements of Copperaja, as you can see from the more swirly patterns and cuboid tusks. And it's more of a ball than a wheel now, but it still is a wheel. It's just less of a wheel because of Copperaja. Right, next up, Iron Jugulus. Everyone knows it comes from Hydreigon, a 3-headed dragon. So if we combine it with a 3-headed bird, yes, it's still dark flying type, because now it's part Dodrio. Yeah, epicness. And I removed the wing things because they look too much like wings, and like, I just feel like since Dodrio is a flightless bird, or at least it's absolutely horrible at flying, it just didn't make sense, you know? And then finally, Virizion, Iron Leaves. This one was hard because it's part of a legendary trio, and I'm not going to combine all three like in the Scarlet book. So I combined it with Keldeo, the mythical that connects to the group, and created Iron Leaves. For this one, the type totally changes from Grass Psychic to Fighting Dragon. And, well, as you can see, it's very colourful. And that's because it does combine elements from the other Swords of Justice, as you can see with the tail. And the reason I chose Dragon type is because it looks all powerful and draconic with its unicorn horn. And I feel like the jet things on its head actually really work for an aerodynamic dragon.